Deputy Eamon Scanlon, 30 seconds.
Thank you, Minister. As you know, most of the beef or the farming organisations have pulled out of this beef forum body that was set up a number of years ago, and to ensure a fair price for beef. I'd like to know what are the steps you're going to take in the interest of beef farmers in view of the understandable frustration at poor prices and the ongoing systematic flaws in the relationship between farmers and meat factories.
2 minutes.
Thank you, Deputy. As I've indicated earlier, in accordance with competition law, neither I nor my department have any role in determining market prices for any commodity, nor can I intervene in this process. I am conscious that this has been a difficult year for the sector in terms of weather and the range of challenges associated with it. We have to acknowledge that input costs at farm level will be unexpectedly high this year as a result of fodder shortages. At the recent meeting of the Beef Roundtable on the 3rd of October, I highlighted the need for stakeholders to recognise their interdependency. I urge processors to engage positively with their farmer suppliers to build the sustainability of the sector as a whole and to ensure a reasonable return for the farmers upon whom the sector relies for its development. It is essential that the position of the primary producer in the supply chain can be improved if the industry wishes to have a sustainable future. The Beef Roundtable also included discussions on the potential for producer organisations and the development of new technologies as ways of adding value along the whole supply chain, through increased engagement in the bioeconomy. These discussions were aimed at highlighting available tools to build resilience in the sector. I noted that previously at the Beef Roundtable in 2015 a commitment was made to legislate for the recognition of producer organisations in the beef sector. This initiative was supported by all sectoral stakeholders, and in February 2016 a statutory instrument was signed into law to give a legal basis for my department to maintain a register of recognised producer organisations in the beef sector. The recognition of POs will encourage beef producers to form producer organisations and allow farmers to engage collectively with processors. The ultimate aim is to ensure the viable development of production by strengthening farmers' bargaining power with downstream operators. At the roundtable on the 3rd of October, I also asked Board BA to conduct a detailed examination of market dynamics with the cooperation of the industry, taking into account sales of particular cuts into particular segments of the market in order to improve price transparency. One of the unique strengths of the agri-food sector is our shared vision for the sustainable development of the sector in Foodwise 2025. I hope that this positive engagement will continue.
It will be included in the official response. One, Deputy Scanlon.
Thank you. Minister, it's crucial that somebody is set up to oversee what's happening between farmers and meat factories, because you have a situation in this country where farmers have bought very expensive store cattle. Some of them are not leaving any profit whatsoever. And when you consider that beef in England at the moment is in Ireland here is 370 kilos, that's what's being paid, 370 a kilo for good quality cattle. In England, the same farmers are getting 440 euros a kilo for their cattle, and so there's something badly wrong, and most of this beef, Irish cattle, are going into England anyway. So I can't understand, and until the factories are brought into line, and I know you cannot interfere with market prices, I understand that fully, but farmers in this country are not being treated fairly as the farmers, their counterparts in England, because by the meat plants. Thank you.
1 minute, please. I'm anxious to take another question.
I share the same ambition that Deputy Scanlon does, and I appreciate, he comes from a constituency where the suckler beef sector is a really strong component of delivering high-quality weaning cattle, perhaps to the plains of Kildare and Meath for further onward fattening. So it is a critical part of that rural economy, and I think both of us share that ambition that they would have a return for that endeavour, and that's why. Whilst I can't direct prices with meat plants, that's why in the budget we did introduce this pilot initiative in the area of environmental efficiency, which will deliver a €40 payment per weanling. And my ambition is to make that scheme as simple as possible, as cost neutral as possible for the farmer, and deliver the maximum amount of that into the farmer's pocket. Also, as you will be aware and alluded to by Deputy McLaughlin in the previous question, ANC payments are another way of delivering direct income support into that sector's, where they are operating under that designation. and skewing that payment in favour of those that are on the higher levels of disadvantage has delivered significant income opportunities last year, and that will continue this year. I mean, the ambition of the beef data and genomics project is to deliver the highest genetic merit beef herd that we can, and in so doing maximise profitability of the sector. I think we're making considerable progress in that regard. Thank you.